Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. And today, I'm going to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken. We're going to EZA, we're going to rainbow this great APE Bardock right here. This is a unit that's been in the game for quite a while. I believe this guy came out shortly before Transforming Goku and Frieza first came out, and LR Goku and Frieza came out as well. This Bardock got his Dokkan Awakening. Originally, this Bardock used to be a rare that came out, you know, in the very, very early days of this game's life cycle. But now he has gotten an Awaken all the way up to a TUR, still with the same very easy to obtain medals. I mean, as you guys can see, I've got hundreds of them, right? So let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him and get him rainbowed, because he is needed for an EZA area, right? It's very important to have him done for this EZA area. So I've got him rainbowed. Let me level him up. I'm going to go EZA him, and then we'll go ahead and do a rainbow showcase for this great APE Bardock, this free-to-play unit, who is actually pretty damn good. I mean, obviously, as an EZA unit, he's definitely very, very solid. Alright, so we have our boy Great APE Bardock. We have him fully EZA'd, and we have him at SA 15. And then we went ahead and grinded up his link levels a little bit. 4 and 5, I think, is good for a Rainbow Showcase. So, turn 1, we have our boy linked up with Great Ape Tora, which is a very solid all 7 links. So, pretty decent little combo there. How does Bardock link up with his Dokkan Fest self? They have, I believe, Saiyan Warrior Race, I think Saiyan Lineage, and then I think that's Saiyan Pride. Or is it... Does this Bardock have Team Bardock? I actually don't remember. Okay. No, it doesn't look like he has Saiyan, no, he does. Yeah, he doesn't have Team Bardock, this one. Okay, that's one thing I'll have to double check. All right, what's Great Ape Bardock's defense? 70k. It's not the greatest. So let's take a look at this Bardock's passive. He does raise defense by 30% on super attacks. That's good. So Bardock gets 3 key, 77% attack and defense at the start of turn, an additional 77% attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Then he gets an additional 3 key and 77% attack when fighting a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. So we'll definitely fight Metal Cooler at some point. 1.62, I mean, that's a decent attack stat, actually. But, I mean, that is with all... that is with all 7 links active. And Tora is also a support type unit, too. So, that's, like, you know, really good. Now, let's see. So, Great Ape Bardock has got Saiyan Warrior Race, which is 10% attack at level 10. Saiyan Lineage gives him 2 key and 5% attack and defense. Team Bardock becomes 2 key and 10% attack and defense. Saiyan Pride, 20% attack. Saiyan War is 25% attack, 10% defense. Transform becomes 3 key and 10% defense. Wow, pretty good. And then Shattering Limit is 2 key and 5% attack and defense. So, this is definitely a unit, by the way, that would be impacted quite a bit by full level 10 links. Especially because, you know, if we're using him on, like, Giant or low-class Warrior, Pure Saiyan, you know, a lot of these teams where you can get a bunch of different, like, Bardock units or other Saiyan units along with this Bardock, like, you're going to be able to link up pretty easily with him, right? So, I mean, that's going to be really good. I guess one thing is he doesn't have Prepared for Battle, right? Like, we don't have Prepared for Battle on him, which obviously is a very common link we would expect to see on a lot of ridiculously, you know, sort of powerful sort of Saiyans like Bardock, right? Like, Bardock is a character that would have Prepared for Battle, for instance. Defense is still 70k. All right, so next turn, we'll be able to have Turles on rotation. So that's going to be good. I mean, Great Ape Tora giving, what, 30%, Turles giving 40%, all 7 links. There's the 3 dodge kicking in. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. The 3 dodge is definitely good, man. I mean, it's not like this is a situation where we really needed that dodge to kick in. Like, you know, we would have taken damage, who cares? But still, it's always lovely to see that. A 3 dodge kick in on a super attack. There is nothing greater to see to the eyes than that happening right there. Okay, so we got a couple of Bardock potential transformations here. Let's just go ahead and do this, right? Go ahead and get this active skill in the video. I don't really use this Dokkan Fest Bardock too often. I mean, he's good, right? Defensive stacking, you know, he'll definitely pop up and be relevant in, like, you know, some, you know, new Infinite Dragon Ball History mission, or if there's a new version of, like, Legendary Goku event, they do another one like that. Like that Bardock will definitely be good. He's not bad, but just, I don't know, just find myself never using him. I mean, he's not the greatest unit. Oh, good. I always love when the cord messes up, but he's not the greatest for, like, extreme Super Battle Road, which I guess is kind of an issue, right? Because as a defensive stacking unit, right, it sort of takes a little while for him to sort of get in gear, and that obviously can be an issue for, like, extreme Super Battle Road, right? All right, so let's go ahead and see what Bardock's attack set is going to be on this turn. This should be fairly decent right here, I would think. All right, so of course we do have Turles. Again, we do have all 7 links active. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Bardock is going to do on this turn. And then we'll go to a different team. Maybe, I don't know, Giant, Pure Saiyan, Goku Family, Desperate Struggle. Maybe Desperate Struggle. I never run that team. 1.94 right there. Okay. Yeah, Desperate Struggle / Join Forces. That sounds like a fun team to try. Maybe we'll do that. I do want to see what Turles' attack set is real quick. Because, again, Turles is good. He could definitely hit high attack numbers. In the right situation for sure. All right, so now we're over here on the Desperate Struggle / Join Forces team led by the LR Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. I feel like this team does need a lot of help. I mean, Join Forces is definitely getting there. You have a lot of options, but this unit is very greedy with orbs, and they need a lot of ki, and they need a lot of rainbow orbs, which definitely sort of drags down the whole team. It's not exactly the type of leader that works well with an oddball, like, category, right? That's kind of the only issue with Blue, Goku, and Vegeta as the leader of that team, although they are obviously very, very powerful. All right, so we have Bardock here. We don't have much active, only a couple of his links, but that's okay. We can still sort of see what he's pushing out here with, of course, the Bardock and Paragus. We have Broly, Chile, and Lemo here, so we'll go ahead and get some SCR orbs, which will give a support type buff, which is good. Oh, Hit can stun, can he? Don't stun. Okay, good. 1.28, not the greatest, but again, this is only one of his 3 possible attack buffs, but right, there's a better attack set right there. But, I mean, the thing is, it's just not common. I mean, for Super Battle Road, I mean, I guess you could use him for, like, the Super AGL. I don't know. He's not going to be good enough for Super AGL, Extreme Super Battle Road. And, like, you know, Pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road is going to be way too difficult. The Goku Family stage... See, it's because it's just extra attack. Like, he gets another 77% attack when facing 2 or more enemies, which is fine. And then he gets another attack buff against Wicked Bloodline category enemies. I mean, he seems like he's just, like, a solid, like, decent little unit here, but I don't know that he's anything special or really needed, right? I'm kind of getting the feeling that this Bardock is just like, you know, you're going to use him for the LR Frieza Prime battle, and then that's probably it from there. I don't know that this Bardock is going to get a lot more use than that. I mean, he definitely is solid, right? He definitely can put up some good damage numbers, but I mean, you know, we saw him with, like, all of his links active, and Turles, and Tora, you know, so I don't know. I mean, let me know what you guys think of him. Again, I think he's a solid unit. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's so weird now with, like, how high some of these attack stats, some of these new units are getting. It just makes it difficult to sort of judge. I mean, but him being, like, if he had a little bit more defense, I think if Bardock, if he wasn't only getting attack when fighting 2 or more enemies, or when fighting the Wicked Bloodline category enemy, that, I think, would definitely be impactful for him. Because, again, he does get the 30% defense, but that's not enough to push him over 100k defense. So I don't know. I mean, again, he's good, but he's definitely nothing special. I mean, considering how easy it is to grind him up and stuff like that, though, I guess it's not really that big of a deal, right? Because, again, it's very, very easy to actually go ahead and grind this guy up. There is, at, like, basically a million right there. I mean, we have reached the point in time where if units, brand new units, are putting up just like a 1 million attack stat, honestly, that's not that impressive. We have reached that point. Alright guys, so now we're on the Goku Family team, but even more so than being on the Goku Family team, we're going up against our boy Metal Cooler, who of course is a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Now Bardock, we're not really going to be able to get too many links active going on here. We can have Pan super attack first. That is going to give Bardock a slight little attack buff. Plus, again, he has 2 of his possible 3 77% attack buffs right now active as well. He's at 70k defense, which is fine. So let's go ahead and see what our boy Bardock is going to do in terms of damage on this turn right here. I mean, it should be higher than what we've seen, because, again, he is getting a lot of his passive active, but It's not like we have Tora here to activate all 7 of his links, but, you know, Pan is giving a 50% attack buff, whereas Tora is only giving 30%. But again, she doesn't have quite as many links active with Bardock. Alright, so Bardock is at 2 mil right there. That's good. Again, we could get a double super attack, and, you know, he would do a lot of damage right there. That's not bad. Okay, perfect. Alright, this is setting up exactly the way I want it to right here. So now, we can go ahead and finish off this metal cooler right here. And then going into the next rotation, we're going to have Pan, B-Pan, and Bardock. And Bardock is going to have all of his passive active, because he's got the 3 key and 77% attack and defense. Then the 77% attack, because we're going to be fighting 2 or more enemies. Then he gets another 3 key and 77% attack, because there's going to be a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Hopefully Bardock doesn't go Great Ape right here. That would be bad. If Bardock decides to go Great Ape right here, don't do it. Oh! Okay. Okay. Alright, very good. Okay, so Bardock, 67k defense. Okay, let's go ahead and activate LRB Pan's active skill. So we'll go ahead and pop that right there. So now Bardock, we're definitely going to see a much better attack set, I would say, than what we've been seeing earlier up to this point. I'm going to just do a heal real quick. I mean, we probably aren't going to need it, but we potentially could take a lot of damage here. Although, this event is pretty old now. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy. All right, so let's see what Bardock can do on this turn right here. Our boy Bardock. Again, if he gets a double super attack, we'll see a higher attack stat from him as well, because he does raise attack and defense for 1 turn on super. So, you know, to sort of see his best attack stat, we would need him to get additionals and stuff like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what our boy Bardock does. All right, so Pan took quite a bit of damage right there. Yeah, she's getting smacked up, all right. Okay, that's why I healed. Yeah, because this... sometimes when all the metal coolers start super attacking like crazy, this can get a bit dicey. This isn't going to finish us, is it? Pan! Dude! You do a little better than that. All right, so Bardock up to 2.76. That's cool, but... like, dog, Pan, you can't do a little better than that. All right, we did get the double super attack, 2.89. So Bardock got the double defense increase as well, which is one reason why I looked at that. All right, not bad. I mean, you know, Bardock, I don't know. I mean, this is not... I don't know if this is a setup I would run, right? Like, we got, like, AGL Pan here. Remember, she, you know, she gives a little bit of a buff on super attack. LRB Pan. It's just a lot, man. I do not know about all this. I mean, let me know what you guys think of this Bardock. I mean, I think he's fine, but the only thing, I guess the one thing I really would want them to change is that, again, he just gets the extra defense against multiple enemies, and he gets extra defense as well against a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Those are the things I would like to see added to what he's got. But, I mean, I guess besides that, he is fun. I mean, he is going to dominate that Frieza Prime Battle event. No doubt about that. Alright, guys, so I'm still in the Metal Cooler event, and I figured, you know what, why don't we actually get this attack stat on camera as well. So, we have our boy Metal Cooler right there, right? We also have the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. Super Saiyan 2 Bardock member gives a support type buff, as well as having, you know, some links with our boy Bardock. So again, this should be another at least solid turn right here for this AGL Bardock. And he is going to have 2 out of his 3 possible attack buffs, because, again, we're, you know, just normal at the start of turn, and then also the fact that we are fighting a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Man, Pan gets slapped around. Like, if you're not force-feeding her orbs, even in this, like... well, is her defense still lowered? Her defense might still be lowered from those other metal coolers. All right, 2.18 for Bardock right there. That's fine, but jeez! Did Pan spend this whole video, like, this whole fight just getting destroyed by Metal Cooler, man? It's insane. I mean, what's funny, too, is Pan would obviously, like, obliterate Metal Cooler, right? Like, she would destroy him, so I don't know. Our poor girl Pan, man. Alright, so this is Power Exerted in a Fierce Battle, Bardock Giant Ape. Now, what's funny about that is, you know, he's got Fierce Battle in his title, but obviously he's a Shattering the Limit unit, which is funny, right? His leader skill is Giant Form category 4 key and 77% to stats, or it's just normal AGL type key 3 and 50% to stats. So he, of course, is one of those sort of like free-to-play EZA leaders. His super attack is the Final Spirit Cannon, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn and does supreme damage to the enemy. His passive skill, Deeds of Arms, gives him 3 key and 77% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets another 77% attack when facing 2 or more enemies. And then he gets another 3 key and 77% attack when there's a Wicked Bloodline category enemy, which is fine, but like, man, these Bardocks are very specific against Wicked Bloodline category enemy, and I feel like Dokkan doesn't really use them that much, right? Like, you know, like that's one issue with that Dokkan Fest Bardock is like, you know, if there was like a Frieza version of the Legendary Goku event, yeah, that Bardock would dominate, but I mean, that doesn't exist, so unfortunate for Bardock there. And then this Bardock also has a chance of turning into a giant ape up to 2 times. Looks like that is a 10% chance. Okay. I mean, that's good in like Super Battle Road or anything like that. Those giant transformations are always good. Anytime you're in difficult content, battlefield, anything like that, the extra damage is always going to be very helpful while being immune to taking damage. No doubt about that. Bardock's links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Saiyan Roar, Transform, and Shattering the Limit. So he does have a good link set if you're using him in like the proper teams, proper setups with other, you know, like Bardock team members or just, you know, Saiyans in general. His 12 key multiplier is 140%. I mean, that's exactly the normal that we would usually see, right? And then he is on a few different teams here. I mean, he'll definitely help on the Giant team. I mean, the Tech Grade 8 Bardock can do pretty good damage, but honestly, the AGL one is definitely better. So this is, I would say, an upgrade for the Giant category team, which is good. But man, I mean, this is a team that, dude, this team could so easily get good. Like, honestly, like, I think Kid Goku, Dokkan Fest Kid Goku as a Grade 8. I think Kid Gohan could potentially, like, Grade 8 Kid Gohan could be a Dokkan Fest, right? Like, there's so many things from Heroes. Like, this guy, Majunior, could definitely be a Dokkan Fest. Grade 8 Vegeta could be one as well. So could Baby. Like, there's just a lot that they could do, right? To really, and Slug also. Like, just all could get Dokkan Fest. So, the Giant team eventually probably will be pretty solid. Then Bardock is also on the low-class Saiyan team, which, I mean, is definitely getting better, but I still am quite bothered by the fact that the Kaioken Gokus from the fight against Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga are not on this category, considering literally the whole fight, Vegeta is mocking Goku for being a low-class warrior, yet that Goku is not on the low-class warrior category. Very bizarre. This, of course, is the Pure Saiyan team, yeah. Pure Saiyan team just gets better every 5 seconds. We already know how that goes, right? Then the same thing over here, the Goku family team. Again, the Goku family team just gets stronger and stronger and stronger, basically every 5 seconds. That's how this team works, right? Then Bardock is also down here on the Team Bardock category. Nice that this is going to get, like, additional units and stuff like that. I still, like, we need EZAs for the actual free-to-play Team Bardock members, as well as the Great Ape Bardock members as well. You got to give them all EZAs, honestly. And then finally, Bardock is over here on the Desperate Struggle team, which definitely needs quite a bit of work to make this, like, really a top-tier category. Just another one of these stupid, shitty, like, you know, they just intentionally, like, leave units off categories that people hate, but they still keep doing. I don't know why, right? But there we go. There's AGL Bardock. I mean, his main use really is going to be for that Frieza EZA area. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.